Dreams are big. And no matter what dream you have got, like to buy a small little pen, or just go have curd outside, or have a cake outside, meet a friend, meet a dear friend who stays like 3,000 kilometers from your place, who's coming to meet you, whatever the dream is, okay, to make XYZ amount of money, attend an event, do anything. Okay? No matter how small or big of a dream is, it is towards the end of the day, it's your dream, it's your desire that you want it to happen. And the only reason that you want it to happen is that becomes like a dream. Now, what happens when that dream falls apart? And typically, the dream falls apart when you don't, when you're not able to meet a deadline, or you fail to meet a deadline, or something happens. Okay, that typically happens when it comes to business perspective. You are unable to make XYZ amount of money because of that. A lot of things which were relied or relying on that XYZ amount of money that doesn't come into picture. Say, for example, for me, one of the biggest dreams that I have. That today we are recording this on 16th of September 2022, and 9th, 10th, and 11th of 10th and 11th of October is one of my mentors. One of my I see that's retreat, freedom retreat, an event, and that event was so close to me because I was going to meet one of my beautiful, closest, and greatest friends of all time, very close relation. That couldn't happen, and that was like a dream for me. Like that was like literally one of the biggest dreams in last 2 months, and one of the biggest dreams it came to all entrepreneurship journey because I never had so close friends. That one person who is very close to me still is. Now that was like a dream which just shattered because I was unable to meet the goals and deadlines and meet expectations because of obvious reasons. Advertisements, when you think that as advertisements is going to pay you money, but then it takes all the money, just sucks away the whole energy, resources, emotions, the whole part from you. You are just lost towards the end of the day. You don't know what to do next. So when in such cases, what do you do? What do I do? So I'm going to tell you two different things over here, and we are going to wrap this video. One, the video I recorded before this one is what also you're going to find is similar to this one or same to this one. Maybe this is like the part two to that. But I just recorded how to deal with failures, failed deadlines, and not meeting expectations. And we are going to have a conversation in this video. That was what 5 points I shared, 4 points I shared. We are going to have a conversation here. The first thing that I did, okay, the first thing that I did the moment I saw my dream falling apart, like, okay, that's not going to happen. Now, what do I do next? So, the moment dream falls apart, what happens is you don't have anything to pursue now. You are focused on the goal, and the goal, when it was a dream, now you know the goal is still there. So, if you can just meet this XYZ amount of money, I can make this amount of money, that goal and that dream will come back to place. But then for a moment, what it's going to do is since it just did not work out, you lose your focus. When you lose your focus, you lose the momentum. The moment you lose the momentum, you are losing yourself. So I'm a big fan of momentum. Now you start losing yourself, and now the focus becomes distracted. The moment focus becomes distracted, you don't know what to do next. You lose clarity. You start hesitating. You start becoming overwhelmed. I become overwhelmed. I get hesitated. Now I start fearing a lot of things. Now what do I do next? Like when I'm in a situation, because I am in that situation. Now what did I did next? Okay, I have to make a new. The first point is what I did. I made a new deadline and started working on the deadline. So you, this is something that I've started maintaining the checklist of the day from 4th of September. Okay, it was initially these many things since I started thinking that I'm going to make that dream come true. I started doing more work, even more work. Started pushing myself, more work. This is one day, huh? This is all the way one day. Then Saturday came, even more work. Then what started to happen? This is Monday, again work. Even this is more work. Now what started to happen? The things started to fall apart from here. The work started decreasing. Work started decreasing. This is tomorrow. This is today's work. It just started decreasing. This happened because I was so in the flow to make that goal happen, but then that just broke in front of me. Like completely, it just shattered. The momentum loses space. But then the one thing that you just have to keep on doing it, like even if because in this journey of entrepreneurship, you have guaranteed, okay, in my experience of 3.5 years, you are definitely going to come through this crossroads where it's going to be very challenging. And when it's going to be very challenging, that's where 99% of the people who think they are going to pursue entrepreneurship and become successful, they filter out. Just 1%, not 1%, 1% just go through it. And I want to be that 1%. I don't know how that's going to happen. I don't know when that's going to happen. But then I just want to be that 1% who is just 1%, huh? Who is just diligent, consistent. I just want to make it happen, no matter what happens. Just push through. I'm going to make a t-shirt where it's going to push through, because that junction is definitely going to come. For me, that junction is on a very regular basis. I would definitely say on a daily basis. One day is great, one day is pathetic, one day is even worse than pathetic. It keeps on dropping, and then one day is good. Like that. So what I do in the first point is when I saw that coming, when you just saw that shattered, you can literally see on the energy that I've got. Made a new deadline and started working on it. Okay. Now what I started to do, I started working on it. Though the work decreased because of the loss of focus, I don't feel like working. I don't feel like recording. I am not getting ideas when I want to write ideas. So I've been doing this for last 400, 500 videos. Now suddenly last 3 days, I am unable to derive ideas for my own YouTube channel. Now it never happened in last 6 months for me, 6 to 7 months of my journey. 6 months of my journey never happened. The moment I sit, I just write down the content ideas, I record it. Now from past 3 days, I'm unable to do it. Like I I'm not able to derive content ideas. So what I rather do now since today, not yesterday, like take it. What is Fuzzle going through instead of the tactical part of it? Let me start talking about the mindset part of it. Something that I resonate with the great entrepreneurs when they speak about their vulnerability, when they were weak, when they were not able to make things happen, when they were failing. I would love to learn more about those failures, because of those failures is what made them successful today. This is to come here, they had to go through this one. So probably I'm going to share a lot of my struggles with you, by the way I dealt with it, because I think towards the end of the day, I personally, Fuzzle personally connects with people who share their struggles more than their successes. Success towards the end of the day, you and I, we are going to have that. You and I, we are destined for that XYZ amount of income, that desired goal, revenue, house, car, travel, vacations. We're destined for it. But to reach there, how did you reach there? How did I reach there? How did anyone reach there? Or I'm more interested there. Okay. So what I did is made a new deadline and started working on it. Though the speed is slow, but then what I'm doing is just so that I just keep on moving forward. Because when I made a new deadline, the goal is same. The goal stays same. But the dream that broke, which doesn't mean that the dream cannot be revived. It can definitely be revived, But then and the goal is very personal to me. I cannot share the goal, but then that's a very personal goal to me, personal dream to me. So to revive this, I need to start working again. If I take a day's pause, I cannot afford the concept that Fuzzle got burnt out mentally or emotionally. I cannot afford those breaks. I The moment I take a break, I'm going to get lost. The moment I take a break, I'm going to destroy my own momentum altogether. Like literally, to build the momentum, you know how difficult it is. So I wouldn't go and take a pause, take a break. What I would do rather is start working again. Though the speed may be slow for a moment because you just got injured. Because when you see that dream falling apart, you don't get injured physically, right? You get injured emotionally and mentally, spiritually in a way. Where where there's like huge dream where you spoke so much about it, it just keeps on shattering. And when it shattered in front of your own eyes, still it did not happen. You saw it in your eyes within yourself. Like it just shattered. And when you saw that shattering, it's like it's just so painful that I am not even allowing myself to grieve on it. The moment I do it, the moment I break down, haha, that's a different journey altogether, which I will not afford at this moment, or I will not go in that direction. It's like screw grief at the moment. I just want to make that dream come true. How can I revamp that so that I need to be putting in more work? The moment I keep on pumping and doing and keep on moving forward with the speed that I had before, that dream can be revived back again. Okay, so that was first part of it, meeting new deadlines and starting to work. Second part, okay, which is going to be the last point. How can I keep myself motivated enough, or this time inspiration doesn't come into picture? That dream in itself is an inspiration that breaks your inspiration also falls. Such time, say, when we speak about motivation and inspiration is something that keeps you moving forward. So how can sometimes you need motivations, sometimes you need inspiration. For me, at the moment, I need motivation rather than inspiration, because inspiration, I saw it falling apart. Now, what do I do to get myself motivated and keep on moving forward is I listen to leaders, where I want to listen to Les Brown, Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn, I started recently listening to him, watching him very recently. And Grant Cardone. These three categories. Fourth one is Alex Hormozzi. And someone that I also connect to is Patrick Betty. He's more on the logical part of it. So this one goes always on the last part of it. But then Grant Cardone, uh, Les Brown, Jim Rohn, and Alex Hormozzi. These four people. And I'm going to share you one of the specific videos that is kind of close to me that I watch, listen to on a regular basis is this one. When you want to put yourself back onto track, this video. Okay, one of the most inspiring videos ever. It definitely is. Grant Cardone telling just show up. It's of 16 minutes. Okay, it's of definitely of 16 minutes. Now, this one video I watch it on a daily basis since a month. On a on not just daily basis, but then couple of times in a month, in a day. Where I just put it on loop. Just keep on. Before recording this, I was just watching that, listening to that. When I'm working, when I'm editing, I'm listening to that. When I'm doing something else like scripting and all, just listening to that. So it always hits you on a different basis. So anything that you would like to watch, inspire you, motivate you, not songs, screw songs. Songs are something that's always going to pull you back. Uh, and then no motivational songs, nothing like that. Listen to leaders speak, inspire, do a public speaking, something like that. So what it does is, when you're listening to a motivational speech, they are speaking from their failed experiences. So they connect to you deeper level. When they are connecting to you on a deeper level, and when you saw your dream falling apart, you are not able to meet the expectations, you have failed recently, what it's going to do is going to give you a reason to move forward. It's going to push you forward, to pull you forward. Okay? So these are the two things that I would suggest you to do at the most. Like when you feel all the way burnt out and whatever that is, do this. Okay. So thanks so much for making this video with me, and the topic of part of it. Any piece needs to be upon you and your others. Then previous video, you can also watch the previous video. I think I have shared that, how to deal with failures, failed deadlines, and not meeting expectations. I'm going to see you in that video. Thanks so much.